सहस्रवदनांघ्रि शीर करोरु नासाद्य कर्ण नयना भरणायुधाढ्यम मायामयं सदुपलक्षित सन्निवेशम दृष्ट्वा महापुरुषमापमुदं विरिंच. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Lord Brahma could then see you possessing thousands and thousands of faces, feet, heads, hands, thighs, noses, ears and eyes. You are very nicely dressed, being decorated, bedecked with varieties of ornaments and weapons. Seeing you in the form of Lord Vishnu, your symptoms and form being transcendental, your legs extending from the lower planets, Lord Brahma achieved transcendental bliss. Lord Brahma, being completely pure, could see the original form of the Lord as Vishnu, having many thousands of faces and forms. This process is called self-realization. Genuine self-realization consists not of perceiving the impersonal effulgence of the Lord, but seeing face to face the transcendental form of the Lord. As distinctly mentioned here, Lord Brahma saw the Supreme Lord as Mahapurusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Arjuna also saw Krishna in the same way. Therefore, he told the Lord, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusam Saswatam Divyam. You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the Supreme Abode and Purifier, the Absolute Truth and Eternal Divine Person. The Lord is Parama Purusha, the Supreme Form. Purusham Saswatam. He is everlastingly the Supreme Enjoyer. It is not that the impersonal Brahman assumes a form. On the contrary, the impersonal Brahman effulgence is an emanation from the Supreme Form of the Lord. Upon being purified, Brahma could see the Supreme Form of the Lord. The impersonal Brahman cannot have heads, noses, ears, hands and legs. This is not possible, for these are attributes of the Lord's form. The word Mayamayam means spiritual knowledge. This is explained by Madhacharya. Mayamayam Jnana Swarupam. The word Mayamayam describing the Lord's form should not be taken to mean illusion. Rather, Lord's form is factual, and seeing this form is the result of perfect knowledge. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Bhavanang janmanangante jnanavan mangrapadyate. The word jnanavan refers to one who is perfectly in knowledge. Such a person can see the personality of Godhead, and therefore he surrenders unto the Lord. The Lord's being symptomized by a face, nose, ears, and so on is eternal. Without such a form, no one can be blissful. Lord, however, is Sachidananda Vigraha, as stated in Shastra, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha. When one is in perfect transcendental bliss, he can see the Lord's supreme form, Vigraha. In this regard, Madhacharya says, Gandhakhya Devata Jadavat Prithivim Vyapya Tisthati Evam Vyaptam Jagad Vishnum Brahmatmastham Dadarsaha. Lord Brahma saw that as aromas and colors spread throughout the earth, the Supreme Personality of God pervades the cosmic manifestation in a subtle form. Evam sahasra vadananghi siraha karoru nasatya karnam nayana bharanayudha udhyam. Mayamayam sadupalakhita sannivesam drushva mahapurusham apa mudam virincha. Sri Prahlad Maharaj, being an eminent Mahajana, a great devotee of the Lord, describes or gives a description of the form, the Mahapurusha Rupa of the Supreme Lord as visualized by Lord Brahma. How that transcendental form of the Lord has thousands and thousands of faces, heads, hands, thighs, noses, ears and eyes, and how he is nicely dressed and is decorated with varieties of ornaments and weapons. When Brahma saw this transcendental form, he achieved transcendental bliss. Because the form of the Lord is Sachidananda Vigraha. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha. Sachit Anandamaya. Ananda means bliss. If someone is fortunate enough to see such a form of the Lord, he must have transcendental bliss. Because that form is full of transcendental bliss. So Brahma achieved this. Giving very nice purport on this sloka verse, our revered Gurudev Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj says that the Supreme Lord is not impersonal. Is personal. And he has a nice, very nice form. His Sachidananda Vigraha. It's distinctly mentioned here. Arjuna has also seen this form as described in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna prayed to the Lord, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusam Saswatam Divyam. You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the Supreme Abode and Purifier, the Absolute Truth, and the Eternal Divine Person. So, this Param Purusha, that means Supreme Lord, he has this form, the Supreme form. And also is everlastingly the Supreme Enjoyer. It is not the fact that the impersonal Brahman assumes the form. Rather, that impersonal Brahman or Brahman effulgence is an emanation from the transcendental body of that Param Purusha. This is real truth. Mahajana ji ko aise satyamani. As a Mahajana, Prahlad Maharaj says this thing, Shastra says, all bona fide Mahajanas, Acharyas, devotees, Mahatmas, they all accept it, they all say. And one must follow the footsteps of Mahajana. Mahajana jena gadasapantha. One should not concoct or speculate about the Supreme Lord. The Mahabhadis are impersonalists, they are speculators, they only speculate. If they will continue their speculations for hundreds of years or hundreds of lives, they cannot understand this tattva relating to the Supreme Lord, as Lord Brahma visualized, and how Lord Brahma achieved transcendental bliss by seeing that form. No one can achieve such a transcendental bliss by seeing the impersonal Brahman. Of course, the impersonalist gets some sort of ananda or pleasure. But that pleasure is very, very insignificant in comparison to the pleasure derived by seeing this transcendental form of the Lord. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been said, Krishna Das Abhimane je Ananda Sindhu Koti Brahma Sukha Nahetar Eka Bindu. It is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is a very nice, very beautiful, transcendentally beautiful form, Sajidananda Vigraha. And the Supreme Lord and Supreme Master, eternally. And all of those are his servants, eternal servants. Ekalishwar Krishna, Arsha Bhrutya. Krishna is the only Ishvara, and others are his servants. So this is a relationship between the Supreme Lord Krishna and others, a relationship of servitorship. If someone realizes this thing, that he is the eternal servant of the Supreme Lord Krishna, and engages himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, he derives a transcendental pleasure. And that pleasure is like a vast ocean, Ananda Sindhu. The impersonalist or Brahmavadis pleasure by realizing impersonal Brahman is not such pleasure. Shastra says in Chaitanya Charitamrita says, the crores of such Brahma Sukha, the happiness derived by Brahman effulgence, cannot be compared with the drop of that pleasure derived by a personalist by engaging himself in the service, transcendental, loving service of the Supreme Lord. So, the pleasure derived by impersonalists is very, very insignificant. Again, such pleasure cannot be eternal. Many instances are there. Many such impersonalists have fallen down here in this material world, and again they are engaged in so-called philanthropic activities. So they cannot understand this tattva given by Prahlad Maharaj and eminent Maharaja, and they cannot also derive such pleasure, transcendental pleasure derived by Lord Brahma. Only those who are dear devotees of the Lord, they have this opportunity by the causeless mercy of the Lord to see such transcendental form, have such pleasure. Athapi te deva padam vajadaya. Prasada lesan gruhita evayi. Janati tattam bhagavan mahimna. Nachasyat dhanne chiram vichinna. This is also a statement given by Lord Brahma in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who are fortunate, those who have received the mercy, just a drop-like mercy, the vast ocean of mercy, if you all not ask it, they could understand such tattva. But on the other hand, the impersonalists, the speculators, they cannot understand this. If they go on speculating hundreds of lives for hundreds of years, भगवान कृष्ण कृपाले से यहाँ छे जा रहे सही से ईश्वर तत्व जानिवारे पारे. Chaitanya Charitamrita, this has been said. Less means little, you see. If someone has got a little, just a little of the mercy of the Supreme Lord, he can understand this tattva. Others cannot. So the speculators, the impersonalists, cannot understand this, cannot see this transcendental form, cannot derive such transcendental bliss as the personalist guide. This is here stated very clearly. All right. Speak something in Odia now. Then when necessary, I'll again speak something in English. Now, the form of Vishnu, isn't it? Not form of Krishna. And that form is so beautiful. So he got such transcendental knowledge. But if someone could see the beautiful form of Krishna, who is the source of all beauty, all pleasure, how fortunate he is. And what sort of pleasure, transcendental pleasure, he may derive. One may imagine. The gopis, they see such form of Lord Krishna. They never spare for visualizing the Narayana form of Vishnu form of Krishna. They are always anxious to see that beautiful form which excels the beauty of the crores of cupids. You see. Once Krishna, in one of the kunjas, manifested his Narayana form, 400 form. So gopis couldn't see Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? They were just wandering and searching Krishna. So they could see in one of the kunjas Narayana form. Oh, Narayana, Vishnu. Dandavat. Chalo. Let us go. Where is Krishna? We don't understand Narayana. You see? And those gopis also condemned Brahma, the creator, that this Brahma is an unfit person, unqualified. He doesn't know how to create nicely. He didn't give us crores of eyes only. He gave us 2 eyes. And again, there is this blinking, you see, eyelids. How can we see Krishna? Blamed like this, you see. So thy that sees the such beautiful form of Krishna, why see any beauty in Maya, this material world? Never. No beauty at all here in Maya, in material world. All ugly. You see? So one should develop such vision to see Krishna. That's Shyam Sundar Rupa, carved in 3 ways. Shyam Tribhanga Lalita. You see? Then he said, you will never be attracted towards Maya. Those who have not seen such form, they are attracted towards Maya. And Mahaprabhu, that Krishna when came as Mahaprabhu, Srimad Mahaprabhu, he is Krishna himself. But he assumed that he should bhav of Radharani or gopis. You understand? So, he was always feeling the pangs of separation from Krishna, as gopis or Radharani were feeling. And he was crying. Gauranga bolite hobe, puloko sharir. If you just utter the name of Gauranga, our body will be blissful. You understand? The hairs and body will be erected. That's the symptom of transcendental pleasure, romancha. Why? Hari Hari bolite noyanu bohe nira. That Gauranga is Hari himself. But uttering Hari, he sheds tears. You see. Hari Hari bolite noyanu bohe. So, when someone utters name of Gauranga, he feels such pleasure. He gets such pleasure. You understand? That is the Krishna Rupa. See that Rupa? The Krishna has given very nice way, easy way, how to see Krishna. A beautiful form by uttering his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You see? Only by uttering his holy name, under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master who has seen this form, who has got this pleasure, always getting, always visualize Krishna. Jahan jahan netra pade, tahan Krishna spare. Wherever he sees, it is only Krishna, nothing else. So, if someone chants this holy name, Mahamantra Hare Krishna, under such guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, he can see it. He will be purified, as Brahma was purified by tapasya, hundreds of years tapasya. Only by chanting Hare Krishna under guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, he will be purified. More purified than Brahma. You see. Brahma could see the form of Vishnu, and you could see this beautiful, all beautiful form of Lord Krishna. You see. So this. Therefore, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Narada, all these great personalities, they came in the form of human being, and Mahaprabhu came here to get prema. They have not got prema. Mahaprabhu was distributing prema indiscriminately. So they came. gets us praying. You understand? Haridas Thakur as Brahma, Srivas Pandit Nara, Advaitacharya Shiva. So they came to get praying. You understand? Because they have not got praying. When Mahaprabhu came, they came. You see. So try to see such beautiful form of Krishna. Then you are safe in this material world. Maya will never attract you. This way. You understand? That is that. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this description of the form of Krishna has been given very nicely. You understand? You can read it, understand it. In Chaitanya Madhya Leela, 21st chapter. You understand? And that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, he gives the description to Sanatana Goswami. You understand? Krishne rajate ko khela sarvotama nara leela. Krishne rajate ko khela sarvotama nara leela. Nara bapu tahar swarupa. Nara bapu tahar swarupa. Lopo beso benu karo navakishora natavaro. Lopo beso benu karo navakishora natavaro. Nara leelar hoy anurupa. Nara leelar hoy anurupa. You see, very nice description. Krishna himself gives when he comes as Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gives his own description. And he teaches Sanatana Goswami in Sanatana Sikkha. Krishna rate khela sarvottama naralila narabapu tahara swarup. Gopavesa venukara navakishora nattavara naralila hoy anurupa. You see. Here Brahma saw Vishnu form, who has thousands of heads, thousands of eyes, thousands of ears, hands, legs, great form. Still he gets us pleasure. You understand? But the original form of the Supreme Lord is Krishna, who is like a human being with two hands. You understand? Not thousands of hands. Two eyes, not thousands of eyes. And 2 ears. Isn't it? Exactly like a human being. You understand? Narabapu, the human body, that is his original form. And he is always as a cowherd boy, Gopuvesh. Always with a flute in his hand, Venukara. And always very young boy, 12 years old. Kishore boy, not over. You see, always dancing with the gopis. Is not over. An expert dancer, Krishna. This is very beautiful. Krishna has different pastimes, leelas. It's Gokul Leela, pastimes manifest in Gokul. Vasudev Sankarsana Adi Parabhyama Leela, in the spiritual sky, he has Leela Vasudev Sankarsana, pastimes. Then Purusavatar Leela, Karanava Sai, Garbhodaka Sai, Rabdi Sai, pastimes Purusavatar Leela. Then he has innumerable incarnations. Fish incarnation, tortoise incarnation, Matsya, Kurmadi, Avatar Leela. You understand? He has Gunavatar Leela, Brahma, Shivadi, Gunavatar Leela. He has also this Aves Avatar, empowered incarnation, as Pruthu Vyasa. You understand? And Paramatma Leela, super soul form. You understand? So innumerable Leelas, pastimes of Krishna. Among all these, out of these, the human form of Krishna and the pastimes performed in that form, the supermost. You understand? Sarvashrestha. His form is like the body of a human being is always a cowherd boy, flute in hand, always a young boy of 12 years, and expert dancer. You understand? Such is the form. If someone can see such form, what sort of pleasure, transcendental pleasure, he will derive. Brahma, by seeing Vishnu Rupa, derives such pleasure. One can easily understand or imagine this. No, Sarva Prani Kore Akosha. Ek kona, just a particle of that form, you see, can inundate this Tribhuvan. That means Golok Vrindavan, Paravyam spiritual sky, and this material world. Inundate in prem, pleasure. You understand? Such is the power, such attraction. If someone can see such power, what sort of pleasure he can derive? Of what pleasure Brahma derived? So, what to speak of the impersonalists? What pleasure they have? Nothing. You understand? So many nice descriptions are there. You may read it and try to see that part. So you will never be attracted towards Maya. This way. Yes?
Two questions.
Yes.
One is if the philosophy of Chintabheda Vedatattva is most powerful,
Yes.
then how can that Mayavadi Bhashya destroy one's devotional service? How can that Mayavadi Bhashya destroy the devotional service?
Destroy?
If one hears Mayavadi
Devotional service.
Destroy?
Devotional service.
Mayavadis can destroy devotional service. Bhashya. If someone hears it, if someone associates with Mayavadis, he will be perished. Mayavadi Bhashya sunile hoy sarvanas. You understand? Mahaprabhu warns, don't associate with Mayavadis, don't listen to their philosophy. You will be perished. Because this you will never do this devotional service. Then such impression will be there in your mind that I am God. I am not a servitor. But you are eternally a servitor. And that will be finished. Therefore, Mayavadi Krishna Aparadhi. Mayavadis are offenders at the feet of Krishna. They are doomed. You understand? Only Mahaprabhu showers his mercy upon them. Otherwise, they cannot be delivered, you see. When Mahaprabhu was talking to Raya Ramananda, He asked that question. Bubukyu mumukyur gati. What is destination of mumukyu? That means those who aspire to merge in the Lord of Brahman effulgence, mumukyu. They want liberation. This is mumukyu. And bubukyu, those who want enjoyment, this is bubukyu. What will be their destination? Ramananda said. Huh? That Thabarodeho, Debodeho, Edoharavat. Those, the impersonalists, those who want to merge into the Brahman effulgence, to become one with God, they will get the body of a tree or mountain. Whereas those who want enjoyment, they will be elevated to the demigod platform and have demigod forms. You see.
So material sense gratification is actually higher than Mayavadi.
Definitely. Definitely. Ramananda says this thing. You see. So.
Another question.
Yes.
You're also mentioning that if one chants the Hare Krishna mantra under the auspices of a bona fide guru, then you can get this praying. So what is the position of someone who chants Hare Krishna without having guru?
Then he cannot have this prayer.
Can he advance in spiritual life?
You see, Nam has its effect. However, in what way a person chants? You understand? Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. These four Purusarthas. And above this fifth one is Prem. Is Param Purusartha. You understand? So when someone without being a guru chants Hare Krishna, he must be committing offenses. You understand? So, he will get Dharma, Artha, Kam. Means many of his material desires will be also fulfilled. And he can have so-called religiosity. And Artha, economic development may have up to this, not more. You understand? If someone achieves Namabhasa stage, so he can have liberation. Mukti, not prayer. So this is a third. Ajamila got mukti. Namabhasa stage. You understand? After that, he associated with sadhus in Haradwar and accepted spiritual master. Then he got the rest thing. Do you understand? So this is they get. But those who are fortunate accepting a bona fide spiritual master, especially such devotee who sees Krishna, Premi Bhakta, who is always full in love of Krishna, Godhead. So they will get Prem, they will get Krishna. You understand? That is the prime thing. These are secondary. And prime, mukhya, original thing comes, all secondary are there. You understand? So Mahaprabhu has given us this thing, this prey. So, one who is fortunate to have this, how fortunate he is. You understand? He gets Krishna. So Mahaprabhu's succession, this succession comes from Mahaprabhu and bona fide spiritual master, true devotee, comes under this succession, should be accepted as the spiritual master. So he can impart such prayer.